Say next time you go fishing in Utah Lake, you might try to catch a carp, maybe 10 of them, maybe more. You could win $1,000 if you do. That's how badly the state wants those fish out of there. Here's our Mackenzie Diaz.
Utah Lake has a carp problem.
It's gotten more serious because, unfortunately, this is a never-ending battle.
For 8 years, Melanie Evans has been sailing the lake.
When I first started, you really, right here on the docks, you'd look down into the water and you couldn't see more than, maybe even 1/4 of an inch down.
She's on the lake nearly 5 times a week and sees the lake clearing up.
Every year it seems to just like it's getting a little bit clearer.
That's exactly what Utah Lake Authority and its partners have been working towards for over a decade, removing the carp, which aren't native to the lake. Kelly Cannon O'Day says over the last several years, they've eliminated over 60% of the biomass in Utah Lake.
Carp are a big problem because they just make the water quality so poor, and because they're the ones that kind of make it muddy. They rip up the soil. They make it so their plants can't stick in there, and they just crowd out everything else.
Cannon O'Day, communications manager for Utah Lake, says Utah Lake plays a critical role in the state's ecosystem, supplying over 1/3 of the water that flows into the Great Salt Lake.
So we're not just talking about fish. We're talking about birds. We're talking about frogs, amphibians, plant life. We're also talking about farming water and drinking water.
She says one of the most effective methods of carp control has been hiring commercial fishermen.
The nets were specifically made to catch carp and allow smaller fish to go through.
She says fishermen were paid by the pound until carp numbers dropped so low that it became too expensive for them to continue.
They were paid by the state per poundage, and so they caught so much carp that they weren't catching as much anymore, so it became more expensive to run the specialized equipment.
Another high-tech solution they've used are traps with cameras and sensors, and now a new solution this year.
We developed the idea of doing a fishing tournament, a carp hunt, which it was basically like come out and remove carp by any legal means necessary.
$1,000 prize to the person who catches the most, and the goal to make a splash by getting carp out of the water.
And that's a good thing that they're leaving. It will, just helps the quality of the lake.
Reporting in Utah Lake State Park, Mackenzie Diaz, ABC4 News.